Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Drawy. If you want to see the first episode, check out the link over here. And yeah, if you don't, just carry on watching this episode or not. Anyway, today I'm going to be speaking about Be Cool Scooby-Doo, the new reincarnation of Scooby-Doo. It came out in 2015. I think they're busy working on season 1. I'm not sure if they started season 2 yet. So Be Cool Scooby-Doo is very similar to the original Scooby-Doo. No, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing for me. Or you, or anyone for that matter. Whenever someone says, oh, so-and-so is a bad singer, those people are usually very spoiled because they've never heard bad singing. But anyway, moving on. So Be Cool Scooby-Doo is very similar to the original Scooby-Doo in that it has the same format, the same structure. We see the beginning of the mystery, the monster attacking random people. Then the title sequence starts. Then the gang arrives. Then Shaggy and Scooby wear stupid, obvious disguises to confuse the monster. And then there's a music sequence. And then the gang makes a plan to trap the monster, but the plan goes haywire, but they catch the monster anyway, in a different way. Then the monster is revealed. The monster usually says, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. And then it ends. So the art style is very different to the original Scooby-Doo. I think it's a lot more simpler. It still looks cool, and it's a lot more cartoon-like. And I like it. I like the look of it. It looks very smooth. It looks very computer generated as well, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's easier and quicker to do it on computers, and you can still do a lot of good work using computers, so I wouldn't knock it until you try it. Characters are very similar, except for Velma. She got a lot skinnier. That used to be a criticism back in the day before it came out, but it happens. Really nothing to worry about. She's still the same. Smart Alex still solves the mysteries. So her character hasn't changed. She just, I guess, lost a lot of weight. Shaggy is still the stoner eater person thing. I mean, not an eater person. He doesn't eat people, but he eats a lot, as the same as Scooby-Doo. Daphne has gotten a lot more dumb. She's no longer the damsel in distress as much as she was in the original, or at all. But she has gotten a lot more dumb, and she does do like stupid things like wear a beard or try and do stand-up comedy. But I think it adds to the comedy, and it's fun to watch what she's gonna do next and how she's gonna react. And I don't mean dumb as in a bad thing, she's a lot more playful. Yeah, instead of dumb, just replace it with playful. Fred is a lot more serious than he was in the original. He's not into traps as he was in Mystery Incorporated, but he is still very leader-like. And in this one episode where they're in the museum, Fred and the group split up, and Fred tries to recruit the kiddies to be his new gang. And of course that doesn't work because the kiddies aren't the same characters as his old gang, and you realize at the end that he's better with his old gang. But Fred is like the more serious one. He is the straight one in the group, while all the other ones are like bananas. So it's good that he's there because they can bounce off him and he can react to them. There's an episode where they're going to a crystal cave, and the rest of the group can't keep quiet, and Fred just wants him to keep quiet, and he keeps on going on about, okay, this for 5 seconds, can you guys keep quiet, just for 5 seconds. What, do we start now? No, we don't start now. Right, left, what? So it's kind of that whole dialogue that gets repeated throughout, and it's kind of funny. She's right. Okay, then who's left? That type of thing. The music isn't as good as the original. It's still very rock influenced, but it's not as catchy, and there's no theme song. There's theme music for the title sequence, but there's no theme song like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, etc. But it doesn't sound bad, but I kind of miss the opening lyrics. But then it is a reimagining, but I think it's still cool, it still works. They make reference to the old villains in the opening title sequence, but now it's all new villains, which makes sense because it's new mysteries. And the whole point of this is just them driving around solving mysteries. On IMDb, it's saying that they do this after they finish high school before they go to college, which is like a nice timeline. And maybe they'll link to like a overarching structure, but I have a huge suspicion I don't think so, because it kind of doesn't work in the format and it kind of makes it limited. But then again, it's also a good thing if it's limited, because that way people won't get bored of it and it can have a nice end, have a nice wrap up, and they can go their separate ways and still meet up. Or maybe in the future when they meet up they can solve a mystery, or they can just chill together in the same college. They also make a lot of references to the old Scooby-Doo. For example, usually the villain says, "I would have gotten away with you if it wasn't for you murdering kids." But sometimes the villain doesn't say that, and the kids remind him to say that, or the kids say it for him. So it's very self-aware of its past, which is a good thing. And some episodes make references back to previous episodes. For example, when Daphne starts practicing stand-up comedy, Fred makes a reference saying, I'm paraphrasing here, saying, "I miss the beard," because before that he used to wear the beard, which I'm drawing now. I think it's like a good introduction to Scooby-Doo because it's the original. It's not like Mystery Incorporated, where it had an overall arc and it was a lot more darker and a lot more complex. So I think this Be Cool Scooby-Doo is a good introduction to the original because it's a lot simple, it's episodic, which isn't a bad thing. And it's kind of fun to try and figure out who the villain is and the motivation behind, which I usually can't solve because I'm not very good at it. But that's what nostalgia critics said, that's kind of the point of Scooby-Doo, for kids to use their logic and common sense to figure out the mystery before the characters do. So if you want an introduction to Scooby-Doo, again, check this one out. Like I said, the style it's nice, it's cool. See what I did there? It's just fun to watch. The characters they're still good, they're still charming. I don't think you can get these characters wrong. I mean, I don't think I liked the original as much, and I don't think I liked Fred as much as I do this one. I think even though this one's a lot more straightforward and a lot more obvious, I think he's still charming and he's still fun. And I kind of like Daphne's playful goofiness. And Velma, I think in the original, used to get on my nerve with her knowing everything, and here she still knows everything, but it's not as obvious. So I think the characters have upgraded for the better. So anyway, guys, check it out if you like. Tell me what you think, and have a good day. If you like what you see, please subscribe, share, like, comment below. Would love to hear what you guys think, and that would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. And remember, in a parallel universe, chairs are called tables and tables are called chairs.